Thank you all for joining us today for this important announcement for the town of Monson. My name is Jennifer Wolowitz, Town Administrator, and I'm honored to serve as your MC for today's event as we gather to formally recognize and celebrate the award of $1 million in congressional direct spending to support the renovation, expansion, and repair of our fire station. This investment represents more than just bricks and mortar. It represents a commitment to the safety of our residents, the strength of our community, and the support of the men and women who serve in our fire department every day. Projects like this do not happen overnight, and they certainly do not happen without collaboration. Today is an opportunity to recognize the many people who worked together to secure this funding and to move this project forward for the benefit of Monson. We are grateful to our federal partners, our state partners, and our local leadership, and especially our fire department, for their dedication to protecting this community. To begin our program, it is my pleasure to introduce someone who played a key role in advocating for this project and who leads the dedicated firefighters who serve our community every day. Please join me in welcoming Fire Chief Brian Harris.
Thank you, Jennifer. So welcome everybody, and thank you for attending today's press conference. I would like to recognize the following distinguished guests: U.S. Senator Ed Markey, State Senator Ryan Fatman's office, Amanda Hellier, State Representative Brian Ash, State Representative Angela Cupola, who is not able to attend today, Town Select Board represented by Chair Peter Warren and John Morrell, and Town Administrator Jennifer Wolowitz. So we're here today to discuss a funding opportunity sponsored by Senator Markey and Warren's office. The department is pleased to announce that it has been selected as a recipient of the Congressionally Directed Spending Grant. The Congressionally Directed Spending Grant is designed to provide one-time funding, high-impact community-based projects in Massachusetts. Our project is a renovation and addition project to the Monson Fire Station. Our station prior to this project was built in 1978 for an all-volunteer fire department. As the needs for the town grew, so did the needs for the department. And all-volunteer fire department no longer met those needs. The building itself also had some significant structural and mechanical deficiencies. This project has been a 20-year conversation that officially took off in October of 2019 with the formation of a building assessment committee. One of the committee's main goals was to establish a project and work with town management and the finance team to see if we could afford to do the work. As funding for these projects is no longer readily available, and with fiscally challenging times, we vowed to town management and the citizens to seek out alternative funding sources. While searching for funding sources, we frequently had our state senators and representatives out to view the station and showcase the need. This grant opportunity presented itself when it was forwarded to us by State Senator Ryan Fatman's office. We applied for the grant and we received support letters from both Representatives Brian Ash and Angela Cupola. In these trying economic times, it was extremely important to everybody involved in the process that we do everything possible to offset the financial needs of our citizens. I am excited and grateful to say that being awarded this grant has allowed us to offset such a burden in the tune of $1 million. Again, I would like to thank everybody involved in this project in the grant process. I would like to thank our architects, Tecton, our OPM, P3, Rory Construction, and all the subcontractors who are working on the project. For the excellent work that they have done that you see around you today, we are excited to be on track for a mid-May 2026 opening. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Harris. And now I'd like to introduce Peter Warren, Select Board Chair.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming out. On behalf of the Select Board, I want to formally recognize and thank Chief Brian Harris for his exceptional leadership and dedication in in securing a $1 million congressional direct spending grant for the fire station renovation project. This achievement is a direct reflection of Chief Harris's unwavering commitment to our community. He has worked diligently to advocate for the needs of the fire department, ensuring that our firefighters have the facilities, equipment, and support necessary to serve residents safely and effectively. His efforts in navigating the grant process, building relationships, and clearly articulating the importance of this project demonstrate both persistence and professionalism. Chief Harris consistently places the well-being of our community and his staff at the forefront of his work. He understands that a modern, functional fire station is not simply a building. It is a critical infrastructure that supports emergency response, public safety, and the health and readiness of our firefighters. We are grateful for Chief Harris's leadership, his advocacy on behalf of his department, and his deep commitment to the residents we serve. Please join me in congratulating him on this significant accomplishment and in thanking him for his continued dedication to our community.
And now please help me to welcome U.S. Senator Ed Markey to Monson officially.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. It is just so great to be here today. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you for your incredible work, because today we have a new chapter for the Monson Fire Department and all of the grateful residents who you will be serving, Chief. It is just a banner day. And all of our partners in the state legislature, Brian Ash, my partner on just so many issues out here in Western Massachusetts, just being here with you today. I know Senator Fatman and Representative Pupolo could not be here, but we have Bruce Adams representing Angelo Pupolo, who is here, and members of your select board, including Pete Warren and Pat Olney and John Morrell. Thank you all, and thank you to the contractors, thank you to the workers, thank you to the tradesmen, thank you to the IBEW, local number 7,
yes,
for all of your incredible work in putting this together, because this is a modern design is being brought to light before our very eyes. It is just a magical place that is being constructed. It was a couple of years ago that, at my request, members of my team visited Monson to meet with your elected and appointed leaders to discuss community needs and how we could work together. And Jesse Letterman on my staff then came back to say that they have a need and that we should do something about it. So I thank Jesse for coming here. I thank Jesse for identifying this great need for the community. And Chief Harris offered a full tour of the station that previously occupied the very space we stand on today, and introduced his incredible team of dedicated public servants, making the best of what they had to work with. And I know we could all benefit from the stories these walls would tell if they could talk. But after nearly 50 years, the leaks in the roof, the cracks in the walls, the too small engine bays, and outdated HVAC system, and lack of decontamination facilities clearly did not fit with the intentional investments Monson had made in personnel and training and building a modern fire department. And that is why I was proud with Elizabeth Warren and with Congressman Richie Neal to secure $1 million in congressionally directed spending to support the complete renovation, the complete expansion of the Monson Fire Department headquarters. And when I was just riding down and approaching this beautiful new facility, I could see up the top of the hill a sign on a building that just said temporary Monson Fire Station. Well, that sign's coming down, and we're going to have permanent Monson Fire Station here for the 21st century. The most modern fire station in the United States of America. And it'll be right here in Monson, serving the people of this community. So this award builds upon the investments the people of Monson have made clear our top priority for the town through the most direct form of democracy, the town meeting. We invented democracy here. It's called the town meeting. That's what spread across the whole rest of the country 250 years ago. That's what Monson does and keeps intact. Town meeting, direct representation. We share those values. And that's why over the past decade, I have been proud to authorize awarding more than $350 million in federal grants to support additional fire service initiatives, equipment purchases, and staffing, not just here in Monson, but across the entire state, so that each one of the communities gets what they need. They determine what it is, and my job is to get you the money. Because here's what I know. A fire station vision without funding is an hallucination. You gotta have the funding. You gotta be able to put the brick and mortar together, but only after you have those resources. And I think that I disproportionately work to help communities with their goals for their fire department, because it's not just a budget line. The fire station and all the fire personnel, they're the lifeline of the community. They're the ones that ensure that everyone knows that their lives are going to be protected. And we know that those precious seconds count in any medical or fire or public safety emergency. And that is doubly true when it comes to our more rural communities. And I'm committed to continuing the fight to protect FEMA and its firefighter grant programs, because they are essential to ensuring that our firefighters have access to the best tools possible in any emergency, no matter the size of the community. America must keep its promise to our heroes on the ground. And those are the men and women who work here. Those are the heroes every single day. And that's why I'm also leading the fight in the Senate to protect AM radio in every vehicle. Elon Musk is trying to take AM radio out of all electric vehicles. And I'm saying, no, we've got to keep AM radio in, because AM radio is a critical communications tool for millions of Americans to receive emergency alerts and other information relied upon in order to obtain the information during the crisis. That's what they're going to be turning. We can't be taking that out of automobiles in our country. But unfortunately, there are some big automakers who want to do away with AM radios in new vehicles. But my legislation, believe it or not, with Ted Cruz from Texas, yes, hell is freezing over. Yes, pigs are flying. Ed Markey and Ted Cruz are going to pass legislation to make sure that AM radio, the safety communication system for our entire country, stays in those radios. Because when something goes wrong, they're going to try to find out what's going on in Monson. Why am I hearing those sirens? What is happening? So we know that if Elon Musk can put someone on Mars, we should be able to figure out how to keep AM radios in all electric vehicles. And I'm also leading the fight in the Senate to ensure that your turnout gear doesn't have toxic forever chemicals in it. Firefighters shouldn't be worried about coming home with cancer when you run into a burning building. And I'm proud that Massachusetts is already leading the way in getting PFAS out of turnout gear, and I will keep fighting to ensure that the gear meant to keep firefighters around the country safe doesn't make you sick. And I also work, and was successful just 2 years ago, to put the ban on asbestos into place, so that when you're going in, you're not, in fact, confronted with something that could be more dangerous than the fire for you and your families in the long term. So as you're protecting our families, we have to protect you and your families as well. so you don't wind up even in more danger than is necessary. And also fighting to ensure that big private equity giants aren't gobbling up fire truck and equipment manufacturers and driving up costs. And that's what they're trying to do. Monopolize that entire sector of the American economy. The fire truck, the equipment. And we just have to put affordability first. And that means fighting back against private equity takeovers that drive up costs for firefighters, for residents, and for our communities' bottom lines. Munson's not rich. They can't afford to see the prices go up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. You want to provide for the community, we have to make sure you don't get exploited. So that's the bottom line. And 2 years ago, I delivered on a promise that I would not rest until the draconian windfall elimination provision and government pension offset were repealed so that our dedicated firefighters and other municipal public employees aren't robbed of their full Social Security benefits, which they had been denied for 40 years. And I worked very hard down in Washington to organize in order to repeal that ban so that you could get the full Social Security benefits. And just 1 year ago in the White House, I stood with Joe Biden as he signed that bill. So that now in Massachusetts alone, there are hundreds of thousands of families that now can receive that benefit, and it's by the additional hundreds and thousands of dollars a month which they receive, which they have been denied for 40 years. Our firefighters, our police, our public employees here in Monson and all across the Commonwealth. So that made me very proud, just working to make sure that you were not denied the benefits which you were entitled to. You had earned that Social Security benefit, and you should not have been denied it for a single day. I voted no when that deal was passed, and then I began to work to repeal it. And now we have that as the law. So I know just a few weeks ago, the Monson community suffered a great tragedy when 2 residents, John and Linda Lynch, both passed away in a tragic fire at their home. And I want to thank the brave firefighters and first responders who worked throughout the night and ran towards the blaze in order to contain it. My sincere condolences to the Lynch family and all who knew and loved them. We grieve with you. And in their application for funding, the town indicated their hope for the new fire station to act as the heart of the Monson community. Not only for the individuals who work here and call it home during their long shifts, but also for the broader public that they serve. It's clear that the members of the Monson Fire Department have heart, they have courage, and soon, thanks to these investments, they'll have a headquarters that shines as brightly as they do when they arrive on the scene to protect families, one that will serve the community for generations to come. To all those gathered here today, thank you for your continued partnership and service to the people of Monson, our Commonwealth, and our nation. It is an honor to be your partner, your friend, your United States Senator, and I look forward to continuing to work together, and I look forward to continued requests from Monson for federal funding for projects that are important to your community. Just ring up Jesse Letterman, let him know what you need, and we'll do a project to secure that additional funding for you. Congratulations, everyone, on taking down temporary and putting up permanent Monson Fire Station. Congratulations.
And I'd like to now ask State Rep Brian Ash to come forward and say a few remarks.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Jennifer. You're doing a great job emceeing.
Thank you.
Thank you to our select board, Peter and John. I don't think Pat is here.
She's not.
Okay. Amanda from Senator Fatman's office, Chief Harris. We even have former Chief McDonald's here, and of course Senator Markey, who is here responsible for this today. So often when you think about government, whether it's local, state, or federal, you hear negative things. You hear about fighting against each other. But this is the perfect scenario where everything works together. Federal, state, and local government all coming together for the betterment of the constituents of Monson. I've had the pleasure of serving this community for the past 18 years, and as was mentioned, I've been here before to view the station and to see how archaic some of the things were. And the people of Monson deserve better, but so do the firefighters, and the chief deserve better for this community. And that's what this $1 million of the money that Monson has already invested will do. It'll help bring this together. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. I can't thank Senator Markey enough for the energy. I'll tell you, some days when I don't have the energy to get up and run to different events, I think about Senator Markey, and I'm amazed at the energy level he has, flying across the Commonwealth and back and forth to Washington. But sincerely, thank you for what you're doing here in Monson. It really does make a difference. And thank you to everyone involved in this. And thank you for the media for coming out to cover this. This is a good thing. This is one of the things that really makes our community better. So God bless. Thank you all.
Representing Senator Ryan Fatman's office up.
Thank you, Jennifer. As mentioned, my name is Amanda Hullier. I'm the District Director for your state Senator Ryan Fatman. He wishes he could have been here today as well to share in this momentous occasion. First and foremost, thank you so very much, Senator Markey, and to Jesse Letterman. I know one of the first times I met Jesse, we were at a groundbreaking at Westcom, and Chief Harris and Jennifer and I, we just went running for him. And we said hello, and we talked about the needs of the town, and I'm just so grateful that you've been continuously responsive. Your office has been really great to work with here. And I'll also say I remember speaking at a town meeting and ensuring you there is funding, we're gonna find it, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna get it. And we really have to thank the federal delegation here for stepping up in that way. And we look forward to continuing to work with you to relieve the tax burden of the constituents of this town, and we're just very grateful. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Before we conclude today's event, I want to thank everyone who joined us to celebrate this important moment for our community. This $1 million congressional direct spending investment is helping ensure that the town of Monson's fire station can better serve the needs of our firefighters and our residents for years to come. With this project already underway, today's announcement is a meaningful recognition of the work that has gone into making these improvements possible. We are grateful to our congressional delegation for their support, to our town leadership for their commitment to this project, and especially to our firefighters and department leadership who serves this community with professionalism and dedication every day. Investments like this strengthen our public safety infrastructure and reinforce our shared commitment to protecting the people who call Monson home. Thank you again to everyone who played a role in making this project a reality, and thank you all for being here today to celebrate this important step forward for the town of Monson. Have a wonderful afternoon and safe travels home.
Can you take a picture? Let's take a picture up here.